Because, as Deuteronomy 4:7 says, He is a God who listens to His people. What nation has a God that listens to His people's prayer? Deuteronomy 4:8 goes on to say that not only does He listen, but He is a God who speaks to His people. He's not some dumb, mute statue on a platform. He speaks. And finally, in Deuteronomy 4:34, we see that He's a God who acts on behalf of His people. What kind of nation has a God that truly acts on their behalf? For all these reasons, God is worthy of being loved. And not just loved, but to love God with all heart, soul, and mind. And that means that we love God with such a quality that there is no room in our hearts or souls or minds for love for anything else. What we see in this beautiful structure is that magnificent span across the Mackinac Straits between Lake Huron and Lake Michigan is supported by two towers. They bear all the weight of that span and all the weight of all the traffic that trusts in that bridge to carry them from Troll Land to Yooper Land and back. And if any one of those were to fail, the whole bridge would come tumbling down. And so what Jesus is teaching here is that all the Scripture, all that it commands and entreats us to do, hangs on these two, are borne up by these two laws. Love for God, love for others. Because a person who does not love others, who are made in God's image, who are loved by Him, cannot truly say that they love God with all their heart and soul and mind and strength. And if you love God with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength, but you don't love others, you won't know the love of God. But God's love seeks a reply. God's love for us demands a reply from us. And we return God's love by answering it with obedience. Because of the love of God, I obey, and more than obedience, by multiplying God's love, by extending it to others. I receive it from Him, I respond back to Him, and it can't be contained. I have to give it to others.